Hello. Good morning. Afternoon.
Mr. Aldama, could you please tell us about your summer plans and how well you enjoyed the Paris Olympics and everything?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a great experience representing my country. I think there's nothing bigger than that. And now that that first experience is over, I'm really looking forward to the next one. LA 2028. That's our goal, and especially I need to get an Olympic gold medal. I think that's our goal. That would be one of my biggest dreams come true.
Yeah, you just talked about the Olympics. You're already planning 4 years ahead, but you had a little bit of time off to get ready for this season. What did you do to just refresh, get your legs right, and get ready for a clean slate 82-game season with the Grizzlies?
Yeah, definitely not. That's the hardest part about summers like this, getting enough rest and time to work on your game. But I think I had a good balance. Right after Olympics, I had like a week off, and then after that, just pretty much just working until today. So I mean, being an athlete is like a 24-hour job. Like it doesn't really stop. But that's what I love to do. So I feel really really good, and I feel like I'm in a great spot to start training camp tomorrow.
Santi, is obviously a big time for you personally in this part of your career, contract-wise. This is the first time you really had to deal with that part of this. How important, if it is important to you, is it to get something done potentially before the start of the season with a new contract or things like that, or are you willing to play this season out into the off season?
I mean, honestly, it sounds cliche, but my focus is basketball. I have an agent that deals with that. Obviously, it would be great, to know I'll be here long term, but that's something that's really out of my control. So all I can do is really keep working, focus on training camp, and just take it one day at a time.
How has it, been going up with against Zach Edey, and as when you look at the front court as a whole and try to assess what you have, is it important that a number of you guys play very different styles?
Yeah, I think it's unique having pretty much four guys that play very different type of basketball. But I think it's going to be really good for us. I think a bunch of us can play with each other and just find different ways to attack the defense. And Zach, obviously, he's a force down there. It's very tough to help off of him because if you help off of him, like he's probably getting the rebound or the dump off. You get Brandon, who's super athletic, and you got Jaren and me that can space the floor a bit more. I think just figuring out ways in which we can play together and kind of like just use our force in different ways to like help our guards and just help the team have that advantage. I think if we figure that out, we will be in a very good spot. And going back to that, I know people have been talking really really good about Zach because he's been killing it. But I said it before. I told Brevin. I think one of his biggest things is just his mindset, his ability to learn, his willingness to learn, and I think he's going to be great for us this year. Yeah, not for sure. I mean, I'm I overthink a lot, and I've just been thinking in ways in which I can play with all of the bigs. Obviously, Jaren and BC, I've had opportunities to play with them, but with Zach, I'm just trying to figure out ways to do it. And me and him have been talking throughout practices, and I think we're gonna get on the same page, and we're gonna find a way to make it really tough to guard. Because like I said, he moves really well. He's very big, and if you use him as a resource down there, like it's gonna be hard for him not to grab 20 rebounds.
Hey, Santi. Obviously, you and Cam used to play together back in college. How cool has it been to be reunited with him, and what were your thoughts when he got drafted?
Yeah, it was super cool. It was actually it was I was with the national team. I remember it was 12 a.m. and my fiance texted me. She's like, "No way, we got Cam." So it was super exciting. Definitely, he's one of my better friends, and just being able to share a dream together, I think it's pretty cool. And honestly, and not because he's my friend, but he's a very tough competitor, and I know he's going to help us a lot this year.
Santi, just how good does it feel to have a bit of a clean slate, a new season, with the team being, we'll say 90% healthy?
Yeah, good. I mean, obviously last season was very tough, and it kind of feels like we lost a year, but we shouldn't view it that way. I think we got to view it more as in what did we learn from last year. I think we got to be grateful of the opportunities we have and kind of like use it as a way to learn from it. And I think we're in a great spot. I think we have a great team, great depth. I just feel we got to, lock in together, find ways in which we can stay healthy. And honestly, I think we have a great team. And even though the West is really tough, I think we can do some damage this season.
Hey, Santi, congratulations, first of all. And what do you think it is about what you have to do personally to get yourself in a position where you can get that contract you want? What are the things that you're looking for that you need to improve on to stick with this team?
Yeah, I think, kind of build off of this summer. I feel like I was being extra aggressive in the right way, obviously being aggressive offensively and defensively, but in the context of making the team win. And that's where my focus is at, just improving that, keeping my mindset, my confidence at an all-time high. And I think if I do that, I'll put myself in a position to succeed. But more importantly, I'll put the team in a position to succeed.
Santi, as you reflect on last season, just what are some of the things that you kind of learned about your play on the court and just kind of you personally as you saw the ups and downs the team kind of went through?
Yeah, I think it was more of what I was saying. Definitely somewhere where I had to improve was, aggressiveness overall. I think more mentally than physically, just, being able to just do whatever it takes to win. And obviously last season it was a lot about adapting, because we had all different kinds of lineups and we just got to find a way to adapt. And obviously, knock on wood, hopefully it's not going to be the same as last season. But if, any team throws a curveball at us or anything happens throughout the season, we just got to be ready to attack it and not kind of wait for it to hit us, but more so just us be the aggressor instead of the prey in a way.
Santi, I know you've been busy, but have you been able to go to any Las Palmas' games this season since they've been in La Liga?
No. I knew you were going to ask me that. It's not been a pretty season for us. They started August 15th, and I was almost on my way here, so really haven't had time. But, I'm looking forward to the comeback. I actually looked at the standings yesterday after the Real Madrid-Atletico Madrid game, and I was thinking about you. I'm like, oh, my God, he's going to ask me, and it's not pretty.
Well, I know they gave you an open invitation for like an open tryouts. Anything there?
No. I didn't. I actually didn't have time. It was a super busy summer. I mean, I don't know if tryouts would have went well. That's why I'm still here. If not, I maybe would have tried to play soccer there, but I don't think they saw a lot of talent in me. So that's why I'm sticking with basketball for now.
Thanks, Santi.
Thank you.
Tactically, I think there's going to be some changes, especially offensively this year for you guys. What has been the biggest adjustment so far, and has there been anything that's kind of surprised you at all, maybe about the changes that they've been implementing?
Yeah, I think change is positive. I think offense is a lot about movement, our offense in particular, but not ball movement, but movement in general. Like, we're constantly moving. That's the big theme now. And I think it's going to be really good for us because obviously we have a lot of players that can create, especially Dez and Ja going downhill. But if we're able to move with them and move with them at the speed they move at, I think it's going to be very tough to guard because, like we said, Ja super explosive, Dez super strong. Like, we got to find out ways in which we can put them or help them, make the right decision for us. And then once anybody gets the ball, we just got to keep moving to make the defense tired because that's what it's all about. It's 48 minutes a game, 82 games. It's a long season. So if we're able to maintain that level of concentration, I think we're going to be in a good spot. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've had 3 weeks where we've been running around, but I think we need a couple more still. But like I said, if we're at that level, other teams will have to condition at that level. So it'll be good. Yep, thank you.